Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Blue Diamond Lash and Brow Serum training. You're going to have some amazing training from Anganel in just a little bit. I'm Kathy Schultz, and I am so excited to be here with you guys to talk about all things Lash today. I know some of you, we were together in the Dominican Republic last week. Hopefully everyone made it home. Everyone got some sleep. Got your luggage. I don't know. I know there were a lot of crazy flight things for all of us, but we are ready to rock. And for those of you who didn't hear, we were able to secure some samples for everybody who attended the Dominican Republic. And so everyone that was on our success trip, this is really one of the first times we've ever built this into our launch process, but I'm so excited. And that's one of the reasons this training is so important. Our Team Elite samples also went out. Anyone Switzerland qualified Team Elite will be getting their sample. You might have already gotten it, but this week. And so we are so excited for this training so that you now know how to start talking to your teams about it, building what's happening. We have just a few days left to really get those brand reps qualified in this month. So let's talk. Let's talk about what's going on with Lash and Brow and why this is going to be such an amazing product for us. This is going to be the biggest launch of the year so far. We have something else big coming at the end of the year. But here's what we know. And Kat, you said it. I was just going to say that. We don't want this just to be the biggest launch of this year because where's the excitement in that? Biggest launch ever. And I believe we talked quite a bit in Dominican Republic about worldwide biggest launch, not just North America biggest launch. We want to take on the globe. We want to make this the biggest launch ever. Okay, so that means we need this energy. We need all of us aligned and focused and knowing everything we need. I don't usually say world domination like Kat does in the chat, but yeah, like let's do this. Let's take this product and let's make this everything that it has the potential to be. I truly believe this product will take our market and the company to the next level. But we need to all be aligned and we need to get you everything that you need to make this happen. This is a partnership with us. So next slide, biggest launch ever. Why? Why is this so positioned well? Everybody wants home beauty right now. It is a huge thing. People are really having cost of life increases, but we're not willing to give up how we feel and how we want to feel and how we look. So how can you trade something expensive for something that's even better, that is in the right price range and all of these things? How can we help people feel and live better? And then how can we talk about how our devices and ingredients and innovation are bringing visible results? These are huge trends in beauty right now, and we're hitting all three with our Lash and Brow. So next slide, competitors. This is the thing that hits me the very most. You guys on this call and your teams are so good at explaining to people why our high science costs more than competitors. I know you guys are experts at this. However, what about when we're coming in less than our competitors with the same or better results, but you're not having to explain that ours is double the price sometimes of these other products because science is expensive. We've managed, because we own manufacturing companies, because of these things that we have managed to get our product less than these big competitors. If you're looking at competitors that are sold that are, you know the big names, I'm not going to say them. We're not going to do that. We're not going there, but we have the best price point. And when you see the results with our price point, this is game changer for us because you're not going to have to spend so much time explaining to them all those other pieces. So again, there are companies $150, $170. Ours is not that price. That's not even including what lash extensions cost, right? Like that's just for serums. Okay, next slide. Oh, that was all my slides. I'm coming back to you with my other stuff. That's why I'm like high energy, like I got more to say. So we're going to learn about it, and then we're going to talk about how you're going to fit this into your models. So I'm going to pass it over now to Anganel Davis, our Director of Training and Development. Anganel, tell them all the good stuff about these products.
Good morning, Kathy. Thank you. I have so many facts and so many fun details about this product, ingredients, about eyelashes and eyebrows in general. I just hope I can cover it all. So, we're going to have a lot of fun here for the next few minutes. I want to take a minute before I dive into some of this. Something that Buff, our general manager for North America, often talks about is what's the pain point here? And so I want to take a minute to just explore why this is such an opportunity for your customers and for you. People are, of course, worried about their lashes because it's one of the biggest denoters of how you look and how you feel. People are focusing a lot of different efforts in that area. So there's certain things you can do, like you can get lash lifts. Lash lifts are where you actually are curling the lashes chemically. And if you've got someone trained really well to do it, it is beautiful. It does use harsh chemicals to accomplish this. That can be a little bit damaging to the eyelashes. Also, if you don't have a technician who does it well, the you can go on online and Google it. The pictures are just a little horrifying. Of it crimps the lashes around weird. So its results are gorgeous if you get someone who can do it well, but very expensive and very harsh chemicals used. Then there's lash tinting. Lash tinting is really popular for people with lighter colored tones of hair, like blondes, where they are tinting the eyelashes or eyebrows a darker color. It lasts about 4 to 6 weeks, but again, you're using pretty harsh chemicals that the more you tint the lashes, the drier and more brittle those lashes will become. So you've got two alternatives of solutions for that problem that people are trying to improve. And then you've got probably the most popular one, which is lash extensions. People love the look of lash extensions. They are very, very expensive, very high maintenance because you're going usually every couple of weeks, you're going to for your touch ups. Um, it beautiful results. Again, expensive. 4 to 8 weeks is how long it's lashing. The one thing that you really should be concerned about here that most people don't realize is doing it too long, for too long of a period of time can actually disrupt the natural growth of your eyelashes and can permanently damage the growth of those eyelashes. In fact, you can end up having less eyelashes going forward if you're doing it too often for too long. So it can disrupt that process, and the glue can actually, how they're attaching the lashes, can actually block the natural lashes from growing in. Some of that does depend on if you've got a good technician or not as well. I'm taking too much time here. Let me go faster. Fake lashes, falsies. Those are also really popular. The big problem with that is most of us are not patient enough to remove those properly. I'm guilty myself when we've got a professional makeup artist coming in and we're presenting on stage or whatnot, and they put those beautiful falsies on. They're gorgeous, they're cheap, they're easy, but tearing those off, like I'll rinse my eyes a couple of times and still end up kind of peeling that baby off, where you're damaging your lashes by doing that. You're making them more brittle. Sometimes you're breaking them. Sometimes you're pulling them out. So doing that too often can be hurting that hair follicle. Magnetic lashes are another option. They're not a normal shape to your eyes, so there's some maintenance there with shaping it correctly. Sometimes they can fall off. It's a little bit better if you're using the magnetic eyeliner. Can be a little bit pricey. Microblading is another one, especially with the brows, where it's kind of like, think of a tattoo where they're taking a needle to insert pigment under your skin, but they don't do it as deeply as a tattoo. So that's why microblading is called a semi-permanent option. It lasts longer, like 18 to 30 months, but it is very expensive, a little bit. I mean, you are inserting needles with pigment, and so a little bit more aggressive. And Of course, if you don't have a good technician, that's a little scary. But those are that's the problem that people are trying to attack with all of these solutions. And all of those solutions have the downsides. Of the worst of the downside is the damage it can do to your lashes, short term and long term. And, the easier downsides are the cost and the time that's involved. And so, this is what we're bringing to you. So, Eric, let's go back to that slide. This is where we're bringing the new skin solution of Lash Plus Brow Serum, where we're going to deliver results. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot to check out your chats. Kathy's going to back me up here. So if I miss anything huge, Kathy, jump in and help me address it. But the Lash Plus Brow Serum, it's going to deliver you results in as quickly as 4 weeks. Kathy already talked about pricing, where we're coming in not just competitively, but better than so much of the competition. And so to get those results that fast with the level of science that you're going to hear about, with at such an inexpensive price is just amazing. And so we're delivering the results fast. We're targeting the underlying issues. We're not just topically helping your skin, your eyelashes, and your brows to be conditioned. We're going in to address underlying issues and then providing that safety testing that can give people the confidence that this is not only safe, not only effective, but that it's approved by ophthalmologists for the results that you can get. Next slide. Okay, here is the main claim. Everybody's wondering, what can I say? What's the claim? The claim is visibly longer, thicker, fuller, and shinier lashes. Like, that's what we all want. That's the solution everyone is looking for. Your brows bolder, fuller, less brittle. Next slide. So, in addition to that claim, we're also going to go in and say that we can strengthen, we can nourish, we can condition. This is a lightweight formula. It is not irritating. It has been safety tested to assure that. Next slide. Mindfully formulated. This means that we're going in to use ingredients that don't have the concerns attached to them, as well as following our normal success process of what's the latest technology, what ingredients are delivering the best results. And as is so typical with new skin, using the ingredients that are too expensive, that most companies won't touch because it cuts into their profits, but we absolutely go for them because we understand that the results are worth the cost of a higher cost formula, because the results you get, your customers become loyal to, and then you've got a long-term customer. So I love, yes, Susan, I agree. It is a clean formula. Okay, next slide. What powers it? This is where we get into some fun, talking about the science of what's going on here. So, if you didn't know, your lashes take about 3 months to grow. It is three phases your lashes go through, where your anagen, your growth phase, your catagen, your telogen phase, the resting phase, until it starts over again. And your average length, some people are like, do I have long lashes or short lashes? The average length is about 0.39 inches or 10 millimeters. And so I don't know if you want to take like a ruler and measure eyelashes, but that's what the normal is. And so we're looking to improve the visible look of those lashes. And so we're doing it through a number of ways. The first ingredient that we're really targeting here is a set of peptides. Now, let me talk about peptides for just a minute here. Peptides are they're ingredients that are targeting the structure of your hair. So, if you didn't realize, your lashes and brows are made up of 90% keratin and 3% water. Keratin is a peptide. It is a protein, I mean. And the peptides are what is helping to encourage that protein and really targeting that structural protein of the hair. And so it's promoting these key ingredients that create that optimal environment. And in addition, we've got a lot of studies that are showing that these peptides really help to strengthen And the way that they're doing that is they're going in to help anchor your hair a little bit better so that it isn't as susceptible to being lost. If you didn't know, random tidbit here, everybody loses about 1 to 5 eyelashes a day. And so which is a natural process, but sometimes it can be more than that. We want it to be less. We want to encourage that strength of the eyelash and strength of where it's anchored in. And so these peptides are really going in to target that. Then we've got the larchwood and the Camellia sinensis leaf extracts. These are ingredients that really help that's what's targeting to help the hair appear thicker. It is a natural source of polyphenols, actually. And if you don't know what polyphenols do, they are protecting against oxidative stress and damage. All the pollution and free radicals and the stress that our lashes and brows are taking from makeup and everything, they're helping to protect from that stress. And they also have the added benefit of being able to act similar to a humectant in binding and holding moisture to keep your lashes conditioned and moisturized longer. So, and then last but not least, we've got that clover sprout extract. The clover sprout extract is something that is really softening and adding volume. And that shine that we talked about earlier, this clover extract is one of the ingredients helping with that luster, that shine of the hair. One of the ways that does that is it can help to soothe both inflammation and irritations that can happen to the scalp, which affect the hair. And so it's really soothing, it's calming, it's hydrating, it's pulling in that smoothness and that shine to the hair. Now, in addition to this, let me see the next slide. I don't know if this is on there or not. It's not, stay here, but I'll just add that in addition to those ingredients, we have numerous other ingredients in this product, like the panthenol and the hyaluronate and the oat extracts. Those are all really conditioning extracts and ingredients. There's an amino acid blend in there. If you don't know what amino acids do, they can protect. They can protect from sun damage, as well as strengthen the hair so that it can be conditioned and softened and smoothed. So even the ingredients we're not highlighting, we've just stacked ingredient after ingredient in here to deliver those results. Okay, now let's talk about the science, because this one we were over 12 months formulating and testing and running and looking at new iterations and new formulas, and then testing each of those formulas against each other. That was one of my favorite things, and I don't think we actually even talk about that. But we had a few iterations of formulas that we actually pitted against each other to see which of those were delivering the best results. And so that gave us the confidence then to proceed with the one that was giving those before and afters that people are already starting to see with the samples that are out there. So let's talk through some of these studies. Let's go to the next slide. So you'll see here that Nu Skin commissioned a clinical study. We will always do our own clinical studies, but then we also commission third-party studies so that there's no questions of bias or any ethical questions there. They're backing up and validating what we've already proven. And so in this third-party clinical study, we extended it for a 12-week period of time. We brought in professional clinical graders, and these are the results that you can see at week 2, at week 4, week 8, and week 12. And so in not only the general appearance, but the strength as well. And then an eyebrow, your goal is not to grow long eyebrows. None of us want that scary long eyebrow look, but we do have a goal to have thicker looking, fuller looking eyebrows. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So not only do we believe in doing the third-party clinical studies, but we also want to do self-assessment studies. And here's why. We are our own worst critics. We are sometimes a little bit cynical or maybe not as trusting. And so a clinical study sometimes can deliver even higher results than a self-perception study because we're so critical. And so we went in to test this. And on the next slide, well, here you can see the amazing results that were coming in. But look at this next slide, where you're seeing their actual comments of, wow, my lashes are so much softer. They look thicker. It just feels revitalized. They're stronger. I'm so amazed that my lashes look more youthful. I love this. Let's jump to the next slide. We did another one that was focused on the brows. You can see here again the positive results, and then let's look at what they were saying about that again, where we're the most critical. So on the next slide, you can see what they're saying about bolder brows, more defined brows, less breakage in the brow area, more manageable brows, so healthier, better looking lashes and brows is what's coming back, both clinically validated and self-perception validated. All right, next slide. I love these before and afters, and I think the credit here goes to Kathy and her team. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm giving you the credit, Kathy, where they went in and they bought these little white strips. And what I am loving about this, and I would encourage all of you to do as you get your samples, is use these white strips because it provides that clinical setting where people are, if you're taking it with a lighting that's the same in the before and after, and you're zooming into about the same look, it adds that credibility of allowing us to trust more because we can see that you've taken out the variables. So your customers, your friends who see something like this are going to be like, wow, wow, I'm looking at the comments here. Wow, Susan, or wow, Mark and Jerry Mabry, or wow, Tiffany. Like, I can see your personal lashes in this before and after, and I can see the difference. Here you're seeing in 12 weeks how much fuller this lady's lashes look. Let's look at the next one. In the next one, you can see in the baseline how tiny, almost non-existent her lashes are. And that is difficult, a difficult scenario. But look in week 12. Holy cow, they visibly look fuller, stronger, longer. That is amazing results. People will be a customer for life when you're delivering these results to them. Next slide. This one's probably one of my favorite ones. And at first, people are like, this is the worst one. This is one of my favorite ones because look at the before and the after. In the before, the color and the tone, the texture, the shine, look in the after. So much bolder, healthier, thicker, fuller, like the color, even just the color, you can see the health of the lash that after 12 weeks has really bounced back. Now, the next slide is my favorite of all of them because they've gone in clinically to overlay the before and after picture. And in the blue is the before picture, the purple is the after picture. And this is what really helps the eye to see, oh my goodness, the results here are concrete and clinically proven. The density of the lashes, the increase of that density and fullness that we're seeing is completely visible to the eye. So I agree, Kat. My favorite picture is the best and very, very obvious. You're right, Paige. Love it. Okay. Let me just make sure. Okay, good, good, good. How to use it. It's super easy. And I'm just thought of something, and I'm gonna like be looking here at the chat right now as I'm making a few comments. So if I missed some questions before, I'm watching you right now. Dump them back in there. But one of the most popular questions I've been getting is, how does this compare to our old Nutriel eyelash product? Completely different, a totally different formula using the new technology and advancements that are available, the newest ingredients delivering the best results. And the before and afters are just night and day. So totally different formula. Kimberly, Jeff needs to make us a video on application. Okay, I'm sure Jeff will be more than happy to do that. He's on it. I'm volunteering him for you, Kimberly. Um, Let's see. Another really popular question. Oh, I'll save this one. I think I've got a slide for it a little bit later, but how to use it. So it's super easy. You start with a clean palette. Cleanse your face in the morning or in the evening. And then on a clean palette, clean lashes, there's nothing on your eyes yet. You're going to apply a thin layer and you're going to do it morning and night. Some people will ask, can I use it at night? Yes. These are ingredients that we have tested to ensure that they're not going to be irritating to your eyes. Now, of course, don't like drop it into your eyeball. You're going to apply that thin layer right on the lashes themselves, on the base of that lash line. So super easy, just a thin application layer twice daily. Okay, next slide. Is it safe for contacts? So here's some of those other questions that I've been getting. Yes, we've tested it. It is safe. Is it safe for lash extensions? Again, it's a yes, but with a caution. We have tested it, so it is, as long as you're not using like an oil-based product, like a cleansing product. Those oil-based products can break up the glue that's used in lash extensions, but this is not using those types of oils in this product, so it should be safe for lash extensions as well. However, always consult your professional who's doing that for you. Okay, next slide. Rebecca. Oh my gosh, Rebecca, I haven't seen your results. I can't wait to see your before and after. Okay, and Julie is asking, do we apply before any of our serums and creams? And if so, how long do you wait before applying? You don't have to wait very long. Yes, apply it before. Most of your serums you don't put right on the lid, the actual lid of your eye, because it's too easy for perspiration to take a product or even just rubbing your eyes or whatever you're doing to get it in. So there's not really much you're going to be putting on in this area afterwards, except for maybe your eyeliner, your cosmetic products. But underneath here, yes, your serums would go on afterwards, and you don't need to wait very long, 10, 20 seconds, about the time it takes you to apply it. Screw the lid back on, put it away, pick up your next product. You're good to go. Okay, back to the slides. Thank you, Eric. Thanks for zooming in so I could show my eyelid. um, okay, one other question. I thought I had this on the slide, but I didn't. But I've been getting a question just recently from quite a few people asking me, is this harmful or damaging to the eye? There are ingredients out there that can cause discoloration to the skin and can actually cause, and that's permanent discoloration, and can cause a permanent discoloration of your iris. Unfortunately, I've had personal experience with that because you know me, I like to test everything that's out there and assure everyone that the results that we're getting with ours are the best. I've never found something I love better. But unfortunately, I did test a product quite a few years back. It was 4 or 5 years ago. That I was one of those people that had that reaction, a permanent discoloration underneath this eye of the skin that's permanently discolored now, and the iris itself changing color. Very discouraging experience for somebody to have with a result that can't be reversed. We do not use that ingredients or ingredients similar to that in this product. So you can rest assured there. The most popular ingredient of concern is called the prostaglandins, and we're not using that in this product. So everything safety tested. Okay, next, back to the tips, I think was the next one. So tips, the best tip is don't stop with just the serum. The Lash Plus Brow Serum is amazing, but we've got the LumiSpa with the little accent head and the Idealize. Targeting Idealize is going to brighten the whole eye area. So if you're going to make those lashes look beautiful, why not at the same time be targeting with Idealize and babe and Limassol accent head. Sorry. I almost reverted to nicknames of the product. So combining that in your before and after to double, not only brightening the eye area, because Idealize is targeting the dark circles, the puffiness, the inflammation, helping to improve the density, the volume of the skin in that area. So brightening at the same time you're improving the visible look of the lashes. That makes for a great before and after picture. And then, of course, curl and lash mascara on top of that. So That is the tip to add those three. Okay, Julie is asking after applying how long to wait before applying mascara, etc. Again, you don't have to wait too long, about 30 seconds or so. Just let that application soak in for a second, and then about the time it takes again to grab your next product. Same for your brows. And at nighttime, you're not really putting a lot on after that, just your nighttime moisturizer, so you'll be fine there as well. How's the result in the eyebrows? Savio is just mentioning that your eyebrows tend to fade. You saw that before and after. That's why it's one of my favorite eyelash before and afters. You're getting those same benefits with the brows, where you're improving the health. You're delivering those ingredients to really to have healthy looking lashes and brows. Okay, Wendy is asking how long does a tube last? I love this. Kathy's going to talk about this more as she shows you the pricing options that are available. But she's created amazing pricing for the exact amount of time that that tube is going to last, which is 3 months. And so, some great subscription options that she's going to tell you about. Okay, I think that was my last slide. But Eric, can you just pull that up so I can make sure I'm not missing anything? It is. All right. I'm going to pass this back over to Kathy to give us the timelines and the amazing deals that are available. Thanks, Kathy.
Thanks, Anganel. If I can feel from the chat how excited you guys are. I tried to keep up with the Q&As and everything, and we're going to answer a few of those in my next couple of slides. We are almost done, but now we're going to talk about price and selling and a few things. Okay, individual bottle pricing. This is a 3-month supply. We're finding that most people, it lasts 3 months, even if with eye products, you guys, if an eye product is open and you're using it on your eyes, you really should only use it for 3 months. So you don't want to continue using products on your eyes longer than that. So this is the perfect amount of time for it. $72 retail, $92 Canadian retail. Do not sell it for less, you guys. Just don't. Everybody, put it in the chat. Commit right now that us and our teams are going to sell this product for full retail. Don't take that money from your new affiliates. Like, this commands more than $72, but instead of increasing it higher for you guys, we put it at the perfect price point. Do not discount this. I love these commitments. I love you guys. If we can align as a leadership team, if you guys can align and teach your teams the power of this retail, I know some of our products are hard to sell at full retail. I know that. Not this one. $72. It is critical that we are selling this for $72 and $92. Let your new brand affiliates be successful in this business, okay? All right, so this is our pricing. If you look at this, that means with US pricing and Canadian pricing, every 25 tubes that goes to a customer is going to bring you 2 blocks. That's 1,000 points of volume. That's an amazing 25 tubes. That's going to go. That's going to be amazing. So let's talk about some of our other packaging. Let's go to the next slide. We put together a subscription specific bundle because mascara will be back in stock. Mascara is a huge seller for us here, and it is a great addition to this. These will be able to be put on a 3-month rotating subscription. So you're going to teach your customers, once they buy it and fall in love with it, to get on this subscription. We did not heavily discount this because, again, the Lash Serum should always command that $72 price, and we don't want to take that money out of your pockets and your affiliates' pockets. So they will get this on subscription. It's a mascara and a lash serum. They can use them together. Every 3 months when that comes, they throw away their old one because that product now has been used for 3 months. I used to be like the person that would like, the mascara is getting a little chunky and you're still using it at that 3 months. Just don't. It's not great for your eyes. Every 3 months, people should put this on subscription and have this bundle. It's an amazing bundle. Now we have bulk kits that are launching at launch. They're not coming after. The bulk kits are coming with the launch of this product, okay? This is really important. The 250 bulk is 8 lash and brow, okay? Look at this price. You can do the math. I'm not going to try to do math real time right now, but I believe that it's about, now I am. I say I'm not going to do it, but I am going to do some math. It's like about a $45-ish unit price. That is a really, really great retail. Now look at the 18 pack, the 500 point kit, this next one. Eric, go to the, yeah, they're perfect. The 18 pack, you guys, 500 points for 18 of these. This means that when people are selling this at full retail, it's about $500 retail profit for these points. And again, we're not saying if, because they are always selling this at full retail to everybody. That is a game changer for a new affiliate. This is a game changer for them to get that money in their pockets. Okay. So like this 18 pack is a powerhouse bulk kit, this 500 point kit. Okay. So that's what's going to launch at launch date. Let's talk about how the timing is going to fall out. So new brand reps to participate in the beginning need to be qualified by May 1st. You have the end of this month to get people and like pumped up and qualified as a brand rep so that they can participate in the preview. The preview is different than it has been before. I need everybody to understand how this preview is different. I've probably said this to some of you guys like 10 times. I'm going to say it again in detail. At the brand rep preview, every brand rep will be able to purchase one product for their own personal story, okay? This is not going to be allocations and sharing and earning and doing all of that. That energy is going to happen at the full launch, not at the preview. This is a true brand rep preview. Every brand rep will have that 4-week period to develop their own personal story. So May 1st, they're qualified. May 25th, they're going to get to purchase one. It's probably only going to be on for a 2-day period that people will come and purchase theirs, get it into the hand of that brand rep. And then end of June is when we are going to go crazy. This is when we do our full launch. This is where all of our energy builds in. So in that timing, they're building, they're using, they're talking about it. Everyone using this should be showing their process as they're doing this and getting their followers and their friends and their teams so excited for this product. Okay. So beginning of May, they're qualified. End of May, every brand rep is going to purchase theirs and start using it. End of June is when we take world domination and we set all of our records. Okay. There will be, and I don't have the details, but there will be launch incentives the way that we've had preview incentives in the past. So I don't know exactly what those are. We're still trying to get those finalized and approved, but you will see launch incentives happen from the end of June all the way through the end of July to really help pump your teams up. I was trying to get everybody 2 tubes, Julie, to answer that, but we had something really exciting happen. And that is that we are actually launching this in Latin America at the same time. So we are sharing some of our tubes with LATAM so that we can build this energy region wide and not just have this be North America. And I couldn't be more excited for our teams to be using this throughout the whole region. So we are sharing some of our inventory that we had set apart to get everybody to, and we are sharing this with our Latin America teams. So please, like, this is all of us in this together, okay? Everybody is together, and that's why we're all taking one so that everyone in LATAM can have one as well. So there's our answer of why that is. Okay, next slide, I believe, is my final slide with our call to action. So like I was just talking about, you're going to purchase it. Everyone on your team that is a brand rep should purchase theirs. Now, some of you guys probably already have yours as team elites. You can give yours to somebody as you purchase it. And then I want you creating your before and afters, building your wait list. I want to talk about before and afters just for a second. We will have a full-blown compliance training, but let me tell you this right now. I'm seeing some go around that are like crazy images. Don't use anyone else's image. If it's not your eyes, if it's not your family member or your team's eyes or someone who you personally know that showed you those results, or they are an approved asset from Nu Skin, don't use them. Don't overpromise. Don't use them. You don't need to. Everyone will have their own amazing results from this. My picture isn't going to knock your socks off. But when I show people my picture, everyone knows it's mine and they're like, oh, wow, that really works. Even though it's not extreme, it is for me. It is a huge game changer for me and my eyes. So that is why we are getting you the product in advance. Build your own before and after, use your own before and after. Do not use any that you just see floating around. Just I should make you guys all pinky promise or commit in the chat again. We're going to sell this at full retail, and we are not going to like use any before and afters that are not one of our personal or somebody that we personally know. Okay. Another thing is that you can use, oh gosh, I almost knocked my desk down with my exciting hand talk, guys. I'm crazy. But you can use these because of the way this brushes. You can use them if you have extensions and other things, and we're seeing people do this. But yes, Kyle, exactly. You guys are in charge of your teams. And I don't want anybody like looking at other teams and telling on other teams. You guys are leaders. You're amazing leaders. Watch your teams, make sure they are selling and doing this right so that this really, truly does take us to the level that this has the potential to. We don't want to shut anything down in this product by being non-compliant. And you don't need to be non-compliant. The claims we can make and the pictures we can get are phenomenal. You don't need to push this, okay? So let's do this, and then full retail for everybody. That is the end of mine. I want you guys to come out and just really pump it up and do this so that June 26th, and you guys, end of June, that's when all of our qualifications are happening, and you're going to get the best possible product there. Start building your wait lists. Start building your before and afters. Contact us if you have questions. Watch for a few more trainings coming. We'll do a compliance training. In May, we'll do a brand rep training. Anganel is phenomenal. We're going to have some of these video tips made out for you guys so that you have this. Our supply is insane. You guys, we quadrupled our request and our forecast for you guys because we have seen how pumped you all are. So this is the only way for us to make this the biggest history launch. I don't think that was proper English. The biggest launch in history is proper English, is for us to have the inventory. And so, yes, Tommy, we have been really like pushing our supply chain team. They have done so much to get us this product. We will have it. Love you guys. I appreciate your partnership. Let's do this.